Hi, this is Tina Douglas, and I'm here again with another episode of MOMager. One of my favorite things to do. I think that people are always asking, how did you do it? What made you do it? When did you get started? How is Ashanti? How is she? I really want to let you guys know that I have a very, very special guest here today. Her name is Danielle.
Hi.
How are
I'm
you?
doing well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. We have a huge history here. We are at the Glen, Cove Boys and Girls Club in the Learning Center. It's the same learning center that all of the kids come to for after-school activities. But I taught dance here years ago, hip-hop dancing. And she was one of my students, right?
Yes, I was.
She was good too. Oh my God, she used to be so little. We used to use her for the lifts, But the beauty of this whole MOMager thing is that it's come full circle. I'm back in Glen Cove at the Glen Cove Boys and Girls Club. I'm back here with someone that I taught dance right in the room next door. And now that room is called the Ashanti Studio. Wow, we go way back. Tell us what you did and how you got started with the Glen Cove Boys and Girls Club and how we met and what I used to do. Don't tell them all the stuff I used to do. No.
Well, my mother signed me up, of course, and I came as after-school activities. And we met because you started the program here, the dance program, and I always loved to dance. I dance all over the house, and I'm always there. So it gave me an opportunity to actually join a group of people and, just get together and dance. So when you started the program, I was happy to join, and first thing, I came in and asked if I could, and, went through the audition.
Yeah, she went to the auditions and she made the auditions, and one of the things that I pride myself on with that particular program was I really did discipline the kids. Like like I always know I didn't take any crap. She'll know, she'll tell you. It was like, you had to have black body shirts with your name on them, you had black stockings, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Cut the feet out. Hygiene had to be right,
Thank
because you would have like sometimes practice 2 or 3 times a week, and there could be some rawness going on. So I was real clear. Oh, are you good here? All right, come on in, everybody. But it also provided opportunities like outside of the Boys and Girls Club. I liked to give them shows like the Memorial Day Parade in Glen Cove, or we would go out to talent shows, or I would have talent shows right here. And you remember those talent shows,
yes,
right?
We had plenty right downstairs in the gymnasium.
Yeah.
I was part of the Memorial Day Parade episode and just putting on shows all over, not just hip hop, but we did African dancing for everyone as well.
With live drummers.
Yes,
we had
live. That was the best.
Drummers.
Oh my goodness, that was the
Wasn't
best. Yeah, it really was.
And it helped the kids to become, and I've seen it go full circle. It helped the kids build self-esteem. So even things as simple as getting up in front of a classroom to give a report. Like if you came to the boys club and took a class, you're so used to dancing in front of audiences, talent shows, or whatever. Some kids in school are like, I don't want to do an oral report. I don't want to get in front of the class. But these girls never had any issues like that with self-esteem. One of the other things that I really loved about teaching that class is that it created a family of girls. You girls became tight, and I had various classes. I had a beginner class, a medium class, and an advanced class. And Danielle made it from the beginner all the way up to the medium, and she was out there with the advanced class, and I started to see her improve. But now, when I say things have gone full circle, Ashanti started her first talent show here at the Boys and Girls Club, right downstairs where Danielle was talking about. And from there, she blew up to be the superstar and Grammy Award winner that she is. And it took hard work, though. It didn't just happen overnight. One time I had 2 or 3 people years ago say, oh, so she just got a record Always on Time and she blew up? No, it was 9 years before she even did any of that. So it takes hard work. So as a momager or a mom that manages your child, it's a lot of work. Now, Danielle, when I say full circle, she has her own little girl now. She has a daughter. And before we even get into that, at your age, I remember when you started, you were like 10 years old.
Yep, about that age.
Exactly. And she started at a young age, and some of the girls were a little older and maybe a little experienced, but I taught your aunts.
Yeah.
Was it, is Inky?
She's my cousin, oldest cousin. Well, one
Yeah.
of my oldest cousins, first cousin.
I taught aunts. I might be dating myself, but I don't care.
That's okay.
I went through the family. I had some of her aunts or cousins, or, I had the Cofields, right?
Went to school with my mom.
Went to school with her mom. So we do have a history here, and this is real life. And, when Danielle was here, we had Scampy as the executive director. We had Soupy,
Yes.
who used to be at the front desk, and Shia was a baby then. I remember being pregnant here with Shia, and when she was born, Kincaid was down in the gym playing basketball. I was teaching dance. Ashanti was in my class, and Shia was walking around like she owned the place at 3 years old with peanut butter and jelly. She had a little bag. She used to carry her little snacks, and her and Soupy used to. He used to almost babysit her, but she ended up.
But she'd come right
She'd
on
come
in.
right
She'd
in,
come right on
and
in,
she'd
and she'd
learn.
do all the dances right on the side, in the corner, and she enjoyed herself. And you would give her a little shine. You'd let her show us a few
I
things.
would give
Just
her.
so she felt included. It was nice. It was good.
Yeah. I
Nice
would
to
give
see
her
that.
her shine, and I think a lot of that started here. The whole family camaraderie. We would have not necessarily competitions, but sometimes we'd go to a talent show, and there'd be another group of dancers, and our dancers would be like, well, they good, but we hot.
Yes.
And it was friendly competition, and we would have modeling and dancing and fashion and so forth. So, there are a lot of parents out there that were pushing their kids to do this, and some of the kids wanted to do it, and some of them didn't. And the reason why I have Danielle here today is not because she's necessarily a momager right now, but she has the tools. Having a daughter and being a single mom makes you grow up really quickly, I would imagine.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
The
Absolutely.
level of responsibility that you reach becoming a mom and raising your own daughter alone exceeds above and beyond what the normal family. Would you agree?
I would agree.
And tell us some of
Absolutely.
your obstacles, like, just give us a little bit of information about what you do.
What I do as far as raising my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have to say it was, like you say, it was a struggle at first because, you don't ever think you're going to be a single mom, when things get started, but then you end up there and then you wonder, how is that going to affect your child? How is that going to affect your life? And how are you going to get through it and make sure that you give all the love and the support that your child needs so that they don't feel, any kind of way because it didn't work out. So, that was a struggle for me. Getting
So
over
you
and
were
just
basically focusing.
I pretty much don't have a choice. Once you become a parent, it's about your child. It's not about you anymore. So you really have to make sure that I made sure that I got my education and could at least get a job where I can afford to give her things in life that I didn't think I possibly could.
Right.
So just making sure that I kept a structured environment, have her discipline, just open up doors just as you did for me, starting that program here opened up doors to allow me to see things that I didn't necessarily know, that I had and actually emerged a lot of talents for myself. So, just because of that, I knew that I could show my daughter other things as well. And, so I got her into dance and I did all the things
That's
that
key.
I did.
I don't want to interrupt you, but that's key.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you came here and you learned gave you that confidence to say, you know what, now I have my own daughter.
Right.
And now I need to provide opportunities for her so that she can make choices.
Yes.
In other words, like if you don't give your daughter or your children choices, you don't necessarily have to push them into going into the entertainment business.
The exposure.
The exposure,
Right.
exactly.
Yes, giving her exposure. So I give her exposure to as many things I'm grateful. I'm blessed to be able to do it as a single mother. It's not easy. It's definitely still hard. It's hard every day. But I do definitely give her as much exposure as I possibly can so that she can make the decisions and decide what avenue she'd like to go down in the future in her life. She jumps back and forth. She's like, one time she likes one thing more than the other, but for the most part she's active and she enjoys all the opportunity and exposure that I've given her.
Exactly.
Just thank you for that as well. Just because I think it, just going through those experiences as a child, you want to be able to give your child the same thing. So
Right.
if it wasn't for the experiences that I've had through the Girls and Boys Club, I think just the Boys and Girls Club being here and allowing people to come in and bring in programs, I think is great for children, for grown children that are in challenging environments.
And these are the kind of memories that you have and that you don't forget. And you take that knowledge and you build it on your own and you build your own opportunities for your daughter, because it's so easy to come home from school and go out and be on a corner or
Right.
go out and play all the time. But if you provide options, whether it's dance, singing, gymnastics, acting, or what have you, those options are there, as opposed to do your homework and then go outside.
Right.
No, do your homework, guess what? You got class, you got 10 minutes. That
That's
discipline
it. Yes,
starts.
That's the discipline.
You know what
That's
I mean?
Needed. Yes, absolutely.
It's needed. And one of the things that I love about your relationship is that I am also a member of the First Baptist Church in Glen, Cove, and every moment that I get and I'm home in New York, I try to go to church every single Sunday that I'm here. And every single Sunday I'm here, I see this young lady with her daughter in church, in a choir, singing in the choir. And I sing in the choir. Shanti, Shia, Shasa, all of the kids from my family, they have a great upbringing. And for me, knowing Danielle and from her own experiences, to see her as a single mom sitting in church and saying, you know what, I admire you because you have a struggle, and the fact that you were able to retain what you learned in your heart from being a part of something that I helped with is good for me too. I live in a different world. The world I live in is the entertainment business, and this show is to provide information for parents that think, oh my God, I'm a single parent, I'll never be able to be an Ashanti. I'll never be able to be Shia, who owns her own store. This is a clothing line. I always wear it, Dimes. She has her own clothing line right in LA. Parents, guardians, dads, watch this show so that you could see anybody could do it. This is a young lady that I taught dance through her whole family, and she's raising her daughter, and we're going to meet her daughter in a moment. She's one of the most beautiful kids that I ever met, and I mean outside and inside. And the funny thing about this little girl, and I swear to you, like Ashanti worked at a daycare center, and kids always love her wherever she goes, and that's genuine. But this little girl's attachment to her in church.
Absolutely.
Am I lying?
No.
Tell her what would happen when.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, she just loves Ashanti. She really, really does. She goes up to her, she hugs. She would just always want a hug from her.
All the time.
Ashanti cannot leave that church without giving her a hug.
Giving a hug, and it's crazy because I really don't think it had anything to do with Ashanti.
No.
I think it's that personal, that aura. Some people just have it, and she always picked up on that, and I always thought that was so special. You know what I mean? She'd come to me, she'd be like, "Hi, hi, Ashanti." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it that's a beautiful thing, and I really wanted to have you here because I wanted you to be able to let this audience know that there might be a time in your life, and you tell me if I'm wrong, there might be a time in your life when you watch your daughter, because everybody's going to have after school activities, but there might be a time in your life where you say, you know what, oh my God, it looks like she's singing, or oh my God, she's dancing, she likes African, she likes hip-hop, I'm providing these opportunities, but she's getting serious. What am I going to do? Well, of course, you can always call me, but a show like this will provide those opportunities. But tell me, what would you do if you decided and you looked at it and she came to you and she's watching videos and she says to you, I want to dance like that, or I want to sing like that. Where would you normally go to?
That's a good question. I really wouldn't know exactly where to go to, and I'm glad you say I could call you because I need to call you. But I would most certainly want to pursue, going down that avenue, and just obviously I got to go online and maybe kind of just research how do you start and what do you do.
But a show like this will give you other options and give you a little bit of more ammunition so that you can go out and go online and Google and get further details. But everyone needs a starting point. Do I get an agent? Do I need any kind of special portfolio? Portfolios sometimes you don't even need anymore. They're very expensive, so you make that decision based upon, oh, do I want to send her for acting classes? Oh, they're too much money. Maybe I should just have her join an after-school program, or once she gets in middle school, they have drama classes. So you should be provided with choices as well. So if you do decide that you see some talent in your daughter, you might say, which way do I go? You can turn that TV on, you can watch me.
Right, exactly.
We can meet in church and we can exchange information. You can call my assistant Robin, however, but always have information that you can use.
That's key.
That's definitely key.
Yeah.
Definitely key. I think that at this point we want to meet another star of your family, I believe. So tell me a little bit about her before I have her come on and sit next to mommy and scooch over.
My daughter, Daijay, she's very affectionate. She's a very, very affectionate child. She's very loving. And I was just so surprised because of all the struggles that I went through. I didn't think she would be as loving and, as she is. She loves to hug. She loves people. She's very, very good with friends.
I can attest to that. She loves to hug.
Yeah, she loves to hug, yes. And she's very good with friends, with her friends. Oh. She's very good at keeping everybody together and bringing them together, because it's difficult, when you're young and girls are just being girls. She's 11.
So at that age, you know what it is
at
11.
Right.
Parents that have 11-year-olds, boys or girls,
yes.
But those girls are...
Yes, so it gets challenging at times, but she's pretty good about, keeping everybody together and not, going to sides and things of that nature. She's very lyrical as far as, she likes to, I would say rap.
Mm-hmm.
she every lyric that every song that comes on, she knows every single
all
word.
The words, right?
If it's old school music, new music, anything, she's like an old soul because I guess, from my mom to me, we listen to music from way back when all the way till now. And she can sing and, rap, and she just does everything. She dances all over the house. She's pretty good. I have to say, there's some talent there. There is.
And, that's so good that you notice that. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be you. Sometimes it'll be her, and one day she's going to come to you and say, I'm really serious about this, Mom. I really want to do it. So you recognize that. Yeah. You'll be ready.
I'll have to get myself ready. So.
And it's not an easy thing to do, and you'll find that out. There are auditions. There are things called cattle calls. There are lots of things out there that you can learn about easily, but if you don't have a stepping stool to start, it can be difficult and frustrating. But if you make a decision to do it, don't let anything give you up. And don't think that, okay, I got an agent, my agent is great, I'm going to get all of these jobs for her, she's going to be on TV, and then I'm set. Never. It's never going to be like that. But then again, the other side of that is when you do get something, you really appreciate it. So I'm not saying she's necessarily going to become a MOMager, but she definitely is going to follow the dreams of her daughter, whether it be whatever she decides to do. Her support system is here, and that's where it starts. It starts at home. It starts where your environment is. They always say a community helps raise your kids, and I really believe that from being right down here. So with all further ado, let's bring in
Daijay.
Daijay, come on in, sweetie. Look how cute she looks. Look, just stand right here for a second. Look at this holiday outfit she has on. Have a seat, sweetie. You look very festive.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. So, tell them, you know what, tell them your full name.
Daisy Renee Carpenter.
Tajay Renee Carpenter. And you know what I want to know? I want to know, like you heard me and your mom talking, right? So, did you ever think that you would ever see your mom dancing?
No.
If you let her tell it, I can't dance, I can't do anything.
Well,
She
your
doesn't
mom
know.
used to be, at your age, used to be one of my best dancers. But I think what's happening now that she has you, there's not a lot of time. So all of her focus goes into making sure you have what you need and what you want. But I have a surprise for your mom. I might start that class again for adults.
Ooh,
I'm
I'll be
serious. I might just do that. But tell me a little bit about things that. Did you see that look she gave her mom? That was real.
there. Oh, goodness.
Tell me about what you like to do.
I like to do dance and gymnastics.
Dance and gymnastics. Okay, let's start with dance first. What kind of dancing do you like?
Hip hop.
Hip hop?
What else do you do? She likes hip hop, but she's tap, ballet, jazz. She's done a lot of all of them, and she's actually grown a lot in ballet this current season.
So ballet, I bet, because you mentioned that you like gymnastics. I bet that ballet helps a little bit with gymnastics, and gymnastics helps a little bit with ballet. So tell me a little bit about your what you like about gymnastics.
I liked when we have to go on the spring floor and then you can just do like flips and like they challenge you to do whatever you want and stuff.
So it's like you're free to do what you want to do when you're on the floor mats or what have you. Because there's rings, there's the bars, parallel bars, there's a balance beam. Because years ago I took gymnastics. But when you're a free-spirited person, you are able to do, like she said, flips and stuff, right? That's what you like? So you dance, a little hip-hop, a little gymnastics. So it looks like you're more on the active side. You like activities. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Daisy is a wonderful little girl, and again, she does sing in the choir at the First Baptist Church as well. Her mom works very hard to keep her busy, to keep her focused, to keep that love for her. And I can see it. She doesn't have to tell me she loves her daughter. I see it every Sunday, making sure that she's right, making sure she's doing, they have ushers. She's an usher at the church as well. Do you like being an usher? She has authority. You know, she makes everybody that's in the stands to stand up, and then we go and make our collection, and they have the children do that, and she and my niece Aaliyah and Elijah do that. So, you know, it's a family thing, but everyone, please understand that this is her daughter, and one day she might come to me, or she might just look up and say, you know what, I've been watching Daisy and I've seen the improvement, because already you said you've seen a little bit of improvement
In the dance, yep.
in the dance class.
Yep, and instrument-wise as well.
So you play instrument too? What are you, a
Quite a
triple
few.
threat?
Quite
What
a few.
instrument do you play?
I like the clarinet, the piano, and the drums.
The clarinet, the piano, and the drums. Okay, so there's something cooking over here. So just get ready, because as she gets older, it's going to get better.
Yeah, she'll find that passion, I guess. And,
Definitely to find that passion. So I want to thank you for coming by to
Thank
my
you for
MOMager
having
show. I want to thank you. Give me a hug. You look so pretty today. Give me a hug. Thank you so much for coming
you.
by. And again, this is another episode of the MOMager show, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is real right here. This is not anything that I packaged and put together so that I can sell you or go out there and be a manager for your kid. This is something that was organic, and it happened years ago through family.
Absolutely.
You know, and she has produced this beautiful young lady, and you know, if she decides that I want to be a mom and a manager and I want to manage, or she might decide I want to get an agent or I want someone else to manage her, she can do that. She has choices, and she's giving her daughter choices. So, again, thank you guys for coming by.
Thank you.
This is Tina Douglas. This is the MOMager Show. Right here, baby. MOMager. Talk to you soon. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Say bye.